Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? So, going to continue on with our adventures today, and I don't actually remember what our adventures involved. We'd actually turned in most of our quests, hadn't we? What have we got over here? That is one giant panda. That is awesome. What's he using? World Shrinker. You have shrunk the entire world. That's brilliant. I love that. You shrunk the entire world. Awesome. Right. We had completed yesterday the McClure Vineyards and Stonefield Farm, the whole situation with the lovers there that we were trying to get together. We've got a choice. We can go over this way and we can deal with these problems over here, or we can go to Westbrook Garrison. We can do either one. We do have this quest here, Elmore's Task, and he's the one that sends us north. Now, someone did say last week that they actually really like this quest because it sends you north. You go all the way up here to Dunmorrow. You go to Iron Forge up in here, and after you've been to Iron Forges here, you then come out and you walk all the way along here. You go into Loch Moden, and then you follow the Loch Moden Road north all the way up here to the tower that's up here. That would be great. It's just that I think it's going to take us too long to do it for this particular series, so we're not going to worry about doing that one. So we will go and speak to Marshal Dugan down here. Heroes Call Westfall. We could move straight into Westfall now if we wanted to. Westfall area is 10 to 15, so we are actually ready to move on, and that would sort of push the limits of what our character can do. I've not really done Westfall since the changes, since the Cataclysm. I've done Elwyn, and then I've been ready to move straight over to Redridge, and I'd like to stay in Elwyn just to start. I want to finish the quest lines in Elwyn Forest first, and then I want to move on to the next area. Duskwood is something that's quite important to me. I'd really like to do that, so we're going to ignore the Heroes Call to Westfall. Westbrook Garrison needs help, so we're going to go down here first. If you can help, we could use it. Garrison on our western border sends word of increasing gnoll and thief activity. We're requesting more Stormwind soldiers. We just don't have any to spare. If you can help, we could use it. Go and speak to Deputy Rayner at Westbrook Garrison, and we'll see what he needs done. The garrison's down the road to the west. After you cross the bridge over the small brook, it will be to the right. Right, we're going to go and do that one first. And then after we've done this one, we can come back up and we will start heading over this way towards the other end of Elwyn Forest, and we can do the ones that are in the all around the woods and that will kind of be the last of the one. Well, that's the end of it over there. That's the last of them. But we're going to run along the road now. I will see you when we get a bit closer to the garrison. Okay, I sidetracked a little bit to grab some ore, and I'm surrounded now by mangy wolves. This could go bad, or it could go well. We'll wait and see. Incidentally, fortunately, something that I think is very cool, we're level 9, and we're halfway through level 9, which means that very soon we are going to be able to start our specialization. We can choose what specialization we're going to take, and I am hoping to level this character now as a protection paladin. I'd like to level it as a tank. I do have a level... She's actually 92. It's a she. She's 92. I liked the idea of having a... I've made her as small as possible. I've got a dainty little woman who is a tank. So yeah, you've got this dainty little woman who goes up against the biggest, nastiest monsters that you can think of and stands her ground. She is awesome. She's absolutely awesome. Nothing like some of my other rather squishy characters who are big, hulking men who, one sort of stern glare from a giant demonic creature, and they just sort of crumble into nothing, into a mushy pulp. Whereas my paladin, she's absolutely awesome. She absolutely kicks some butt every single time. It's incredible. She's amazing. So yeah, that's what I'd like to do with this one. I didn't actually level her as a protection paladin. I leveled her as what is it on paladins? It's I can't remember now. You got protection, and you got... What's the other one? I can't remember. I will find out. We will hopefully find out before we finish this episode. It's not arms. No, it's not arms. I can't remember. Oh, this is really bugging me. Anyway, we'll get back to that. But yeah, I leveled her as the fighting one. That's what it was. Yeah, the fighting one. And but... So yeah, I've not leveled as a protection, but it does do a lot of damage as protection. I think that is going to be really, really cool. Wanted, Hogger. A huge gnoll Hogger is prowling the woods in southwestern Elwyn. He has overpowered all attempts at his capture. The Stormwind army has placed a generous bounty on the gnoll. To earn the reward, bounty hunters should venture into the woods and deal with the beast. Excellent. Hogger always used to be... Hang on. I can't believe the officials in Stormwind sending the bulk of our army abroad when our home front is under so much pressure. With thieves coming from Westfall, gnolls encroaching from the east and west, it's a wonder Stormwind itself isn't besieged. Marshal Dugan sent you, eh? Well, you're not from the army, but if Dugan sent you, then that's good enough for me. Our situation is, to say the least, a stressed one. I hope you can give us a hand.
Bless you.
Really know what that is.
Well met.
Ah, that's what that is. Gnolls. Brutish creatures with no decent business in these lands. They have been seen along the borders of Elwyn Forest. A large pack of them, many more than we can handle alone, have infested the woods south of the guard tower yonder. Another group has infested the areas near Stonecairn Lake to the east. Stormwind army will commend whoever kills them. Bring me their painted gnoll armbands as proof of your deed. Okay, we can do that. And we don't want the hero score. It's the same quest as we had up the top. Right, so that's all of those. The quest that you used to get to kill Hogger was the first ever elite that you encountered when you played this game. You would get there and you would... it was the first elite mob that you would ever encounter. And it was difficult. Nobody ever took Hogger down their very first time. Nobody. You didn't take Hogger down the first time. You might take him down the second time, and on subsequent turns when you had new characters and you were more familiar with the game, then you might take him down. But nobody ever managed to do it on their very first game, on the very first turn. It just didn't happen. And, yeah, I remember my first attempts. I did eventually figure out a way to do it. I could do it with just about every character. There's a few characters that you couldn't take him down with, and you would have to sort of wait a few levels and come back a bit later on. But generally speaking, Hogger was not an easy one to take out. I don't know if he's still elite or not. I don't think he is. I think he's now just a quest target, which to me is got to be one of the most disappointing sort of changes post-Cataclysm, is the fact that Hogger is no longer an elite. To me, that is not a change that I value and that I like, and I'd be quite happy to see it change back. Right, there's 2 Riverpaw runners. We're going to keep heading down this way. That's where Hogger is. That little blue circle down the bottom end. They've rewritten the quests these days so that you kind of need the guidance on the map. Whereas it used to be you'd get all the clues that you needed from the actual quest. I mean, the quest that we just picked up, we'd have been alright. But a lot of the quests now, they don't tell you where things are in the quest description. You only find out where things are if you got to actually use the map, which is a bit of a shame, because it used to be fun to have to like figure these things out as you went along. That was one thing that I really did enjoy. I loved doing that. Why have we got a quest over here? We've got a dead thief and a scroll. I've no idea what this is. This is an old deed to an expanse of farmlands within Westfold. It's signed by Theodore Furlbrow and co-signed by his wife, Verna. And on the back of the deed, I hastily scrawled the words, "We leaned on Furlbrow and got his deed. Though it might be handy if you wanted to forge one of these for your own place. The Furlbrows won't give us any trouble. Last I saw them, they was on their way out of Westfall, stuck with a broken wagon. You think the Furlbrows might want it back. Except... Whoa! There's Hogger. And he's an elite! There he is! He's actually an elite! This is brilliant! It's wonderful! I love it. Okay, we're going to... I used the stun. That didn't work. He's immune. We've used our dynamite. And now you just kind of got to hope and pray. You've got to work your way through it. But he is actually elite. He's level 11 as well. And we're only level 9. But we've got a healer. He's got minions! No, no, no! He can't have minions! Stop him. I've got to stop him. How do I stop? I can't... Come here! Right, I've stunned him. He's 1 health. Did we not get to kill him anymore? Oh no, of course not. Of course, I remember now. He's actually in the stockades, isn't he? General Hammond Clay. Wow. Okay, what's going to happen? This beast leads the Riverpaw Gnoll gang and may be the key to ending Gnoll aggression in Elwyn. We're taking him into custody in the name of King Varian Rin. No! I'm assuming that's what he would sound like. Take us to the stockades, Andromath. that's the end of it. At least we managed to defeat him. I did actually do it. We're like level 9 and we managed to do it. I'm very pleased with that. That's our first ever elite character that we took on. And we did admirably. We did well on that one. What I would like now is I'd like to be able to handle more than one target at once. That's kind of my next aim, is to be able to do 2 at once. When I know that there's a few moves that you get when you're higher level where you can actually do that, and it's absolutely great. It does make life a lot easier. So we're up to 5 bands. We could the quest that we got for the Fellbrow's Deed, that's just inside Westfall, so we will go and do that one. We'll turn that one in, and it's just like a little bit of extra XP for us just to keep us going. There's a young forest bear there, and we've got this one up here. So what we're going to do is actually, I'm going to make use of some dynamite because that's going to do all damage to all 3 of them. Get rid of that one, and then we'll work on the bear. Take that one out because he's low level. We can quickly dispatch that one, and that leaves just one here at level 9. And I'm going to quickly heal myself. That heal is so powerful at this level. When you get higher level, the heal is not nearly so good. Or it's not such a high percentage of everything that you've got, so it takes a little bit longer to take effect. You got to spam heal yourself quite a few times in order for it to affect. Yes, level 10, excellent. That is fantastic. Right, you can now pick a new class and a new class specialization, not a new class. We're being chased, so let's just run up here and then we can take a look at this. I'm so excited. Level 10. New spell, Templar's Verdict. A powerful weapon strike that deals 147 holy damage. Requires a 2-handed melee weapon. We've unlocked battlegrounds. We haven't unlocked dungeons yet. We don't get those until level 15. I'm not going to do a huge amount of dungeons. I will do a few dungeons, but dungeons get very, very samey, so I'm not planning to do loads of them. Here we go. Retribution. A Ret Paladin. That's what it is. A Retri Paladin. But yeah, those are... So what do you got? You got the Templar's Verdict and that, but I want protection. Avenger's Shield. That's the one. Avenger's Shield. Shield of the Righteous, you get level 20. Light of the Protector, that's a big heal. Ardent Defender, that's absolutely brilliant. Consecration, that's the other one that I really like. The Hammer of the Righteous, which is like a basic attack. And Avenger's Shield, which is another one with a... that's really good. It sort of rattles around and does damage to a couple of them. I love that spell. I love Avenger's Shield. Consecration throws an area out on the ground. But we are going to be a tank. What we need is a one-handed weapon and a shield. Which is... yeah. So, yeah, this is all well and good, but we need a one-handed weapon and a shield, or we're not going to be able to use it. So, I want Hammer of the Righteous there, and I want Avenger's Shield on number 4 for now. So, we've learned some new ones. Hammer of the Righteous, Hammer of Justice. Hammer of the Righteous there. Judgment. Flash of Light. Oh, all the others are still on here. So, we got Flash of Light there. That's our heal spell. Hammer of Justice is the stun. We'll put that one on number 5. Hand of Reckoning, that's a taunt. That's brilliant. You always need taunts. If you're going to be a tank, you need taunts. And then you've got Consecration and Redemption. That's to bring someone back to life at level 14. And we'll get to those. We'll get to those. So we want to come through here. So at the moment, I need a... that's a 2-handed one as well. I need a one-handed weapon and a shield. There's something that's going to hold us back, I feel. Just a smidgen if we don't... have the abilities to do this. I did do a very brief pet one last time, didn't I? I'm not going to worry about that now. So we will just turn this one in here to Lieutenant Hiroshio Lane. They're dead. Bloodbath, Lieutenant. They've been murdered. Given the body temperature, I'd say they've been dead no more than 6 hours. They're dead. It's the horse. Old Blanchy! Old Blanchy has been there since day one. He's always been... there's been a broken down cart here for the last decade. Oh, this is terrible. I'm half tempted to play through this. This is going to be a murder mystery now, isn't it? You won't need any civilian... we don't need any civilian vigilante types getting involved, kid. Leave this one to the professionals. This is useless. Look at the date on this letter. The Fellbrows have been squatting on the Jansenstead for 5 years. They could never quite get their wagon fixed. Yes, that would explain it. So yeah, that's the Jansenstead right there. And so they've, yeah, They've been here for years with this broken down wagon. So just complete that. I'm not gonna take that. Well, that's for another time. I'm going to go back over to the garrison over here, and we're going to turn in the Riverfall Gnoll bounty, and then we want to head back to the inn so that we can turn in the Hogger quest, and then we want to head up to the other end of Elwyn Forest. But before we do that, we're going to need to get a one-handed weapon and a shield. That's kind of the kicker. That's the bit that's going to be holding us back. So we're going to have to see where we can get that from. I'm hoping that we can be self-sufficient. I don't have to go and use one of my other characters to send us something over. Because that kind of feels a little bit cheaty to me, so I don't really want to do that. But let's just run up here and turn this one in. I mean, we've got engineering, but engineering you don't make shields and weapons. That's blacksmithing. I do have blacksmithing on another character, but not on this one. So let's turn this one in. Hail Grundorn, have you been killing gnolls? Well, as it happens, I see you've been busy. You have our thanks, Grundorn. Yeah, that's great. You don't have to have any shields kicking around, do you? Maybe? No? Oh, right. Right, we don't want Hero's Call from Westfall. We will go in here, though. Sometimes in the garrisons you find weaponsmiths or weapon merchants and stuff like that. Armourer and shield crafter. Master weaponsmith. Leather armour. Okay, we don't want leather armour. Master weaponsmith. We can't use any of this. Requires level 31. What's the good of that? You are useless.
Well met.
And you, a dull heater shield requires level 5. Small Targe. Is that Targe or Targa? Targe. Actually, I think that's Targa, isn't it? Do you pronounce that one Targa? Anybody that knows, let me know. A dull heater shield. We're going to take that one because we need it. That's 4 silver. And what about armor? That's no good. That was no good. That was no good. That was no good. That was no good. And that was no good. Okay, that's fine. So we've got a shield, but we don't have a weapon because his lowest level weapon that requires. They all require level 31. That's no good to us. Leather armor is also leather armor. I think the music is actually a little bit loud. I did turn it up a bit, so I'll turn it down a fraction now. Sometimes the music does kind of turn up all of a sudden, and you don't actually realise that it's done it. Master volume, music, yeah. I do turn the music up for myself. I really like having the music loud when I'm playing. Stormwind Guards, nope, not in there. It might be down the other end down here, and it won't be upstairs. There's never merchants upstairs. Or never found merchants upstairs. Stormwind Guards. Oh, what's this? What do we got? Morale officer. I bet he sells drink. Yes. Brilliant. So predictable. So awesome. He sells drinks. And ice cold milk for those of you who are driving. And yes, you can actually drive in this game. You can get a motorcycle. Right, so we have a shield, but we don't have a one-handed weapon. What have we got? So those boots, we can equip those. That is a two-handed weapon. We don't want that. That is no good. Yeah, that's all we got. I'm going to... Oh, actually, no. I can just... Deputy Rainer, no, we don't want that one. We can hearth back to the inn. I'll tell you what I could do. I could try ransacking my guild bank. Because now that we are part of the guild, we could take a look in the guild bank and see if there's anything in there. I'm going to try... Oh! No! I know where we can get... I know where we can get a weapon. I know we can get a weapon. At least I think I do. I'm pretty sure some of these guys over here sell weapons. And that way we don't have to ransack the guild bank or anything like that. Marshal Dugan, we can turn into him. Cloth, leather, weaponsmith, there we go. Karina Steele.
Hello.
Yes! Karina, thank you very much. Large axe, two-handed. Cudgel is one-handed mace. That is 1.94 damage per second. One-handed gladius, 2.38. That's a two-hand. That's a one-hand, 2.06. That is the fastest damage per second. Speed 2.1. Speed 1.8. Sometimes it's better to have a faster weapon. This, I think with the Paladin, it's better to have a slower weapon. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, we want that one there. The Gladius. And I can sell that one. We're not going to want that. We're not going to want that, or that, or that, or that. Let's sell a few of these items very quickly so that we can make a little bit of cash. Spider legs never amount to anything. Although we do have cooking, so we will keep hold of them. And we can sell the pellet rifle. Anything else we want to sell right now, or we can sell that one? Okay, we'll keep the rest. We'll keep that for now. And now we can equip. Right, so we want a shield. And we want a Gladius one-handed weapon. So they are only white quality weapons. But we now have all of our abilities able to be used. So we'll speak to Marshal Dugan and we'll turn in the Hogger quest. There we go. He did what? Great. Now we have a bloodthirsty beast right beneath the streets of Stormwind with the whole army of gnolls at his command. Definitely improvement. I feel safer already. Brilliant. Here's your reward, Grundorn, but promise me you'll check in with the Stockade's guards in Stormwind at some point, just to ensure that things are going smoothly. I got a feeling they might not be. I got a feeling we're going to be going back there. Right, further concerns. A concern about the road. We read all of that last time, so we'll just accept that one, that we need to head over. I wish to ride the Stormwind Charger, sir. Okay, this just carries us. Excellent. You've got to love this horse. Beautiful. It's the armor. The armor is absolutely exquisite. I love what they've done with this game, with the graphics, the updated graphics on it. They are absolutely brilliant. So, yeah, the exquisitely crafted, beautiful-looking armor that is across this horse is absolutely amazing. I really do like it. Anyway, what are we looking at? We're looking at the Stormwind Guard leggings, plus 3 strength and 6 armor. Perfect. That's what we want. Strength is something that we need. We want strength and stamina, and then the armor value does help as well, but you ignore that, you go for strength. If you go pile on strength, and then you dodge, you parry, you block, those things kind of add on as well. Your parry, 0%. Dodge, nothing. Block, your block stops 40% of incoming damage. And your armor, physical damage reduction by 31%. So the block and the armor combined make the protection paladin able to withstand a lot of abuse. You can really, really take some abuse with the protection paladin. And how far away are we from our... Oh, it's just there. It's just around the bend. I was going to say I could stop for a minute. That's okay. We'll wander up here. We've got 2 quests here. What's that one? Bounty board. And you're going to kick me off. There we go. That armor is absolutely beautiful on that horse. It really does look good. So first of all, we'll just take a look at this. Bounty on the murlocs. The Stormwind army has placed a bounty on murloc lurkers and foragers in Elwyn. Slaughter them and bring guard Thomas their torn murloc fins, and the Stormwind army will reward you well. That sounds a bit gruesome, really, doesn't it? The murlocs have built a village at Stonecairn Lake north of here, and another to the south where the stream forks. I accept. And we got a weapon from there as well. By decree of the Stormwind army, a bounty has been placed on the head of James Clark. Clark is wanted for robbery, burglary, arson, and murder. He is also a suspect in the kidnapping and disappearance of the Brackwell's prize pig, Princess. James Clark was last seen heading towards Eastvale logging camp. Bring James Clark to justice and report to Marshal McCree at Eastvale logging camp. Just a minute. Didn't we kill Princess? Hang on. We did, didn't we? Didn't we take the McClure... Stonefield? Didn't we kill Princess over here? I know that there's another farm down here. I'm sure that we're the ones that killed Princess. This guy has been wrongly accused. I mean, yes, he's a murderer and an arsonist and a thief and so on, but still, that's kind of concerning. Okay. Nothing further, Your Honour. Yes, murlocs have settled in and around the streams of Eastern Elwyn. We don't know why they're here, but they're aggressive and at least semi-intelligent. Except, a few days ago we sent 2 guards, Rolf and Malachi, to investigate along a river, and they've not yet returned. To complete my report, I must know what happened to those men. Travel north along a river and find the guards or their remains. Oh dear. Heroes call Westfall we don't want. Protect the frontier. Hail Grundorn. Wild animals are growing more and more aggressive the further we get from Goldshire, and the Eastvale logging camp suffers nearly constant attacks from wolves and bears. We could use your help out here, so we need to kill 8 prowlers or grey forest wolves and 5 young forest bears. Accept. Right.
Bless you.
What we're going to do first is we're going to head over to this farm over here and see... This... I'm sure that what we used to do with the princess thing, it didn't used to be in the field, right? Yeah, it's the Brackwell pumpkin patch. You would get the Brackwell quest, I think it was in the McClure Vineyards, and you get sent, you'd have to go all the way over here to kill Princess. But now apparently Princess is over here, and this place is overrun with bandits anyway. Okay, right. That's what I mean. Do you see that shield move? It's so cool. That is such an awesome move. And you get 2 charges of this one as well. The Hammer of the Righteous. That does really well. What is it that I'm supposed to be killing anyway? We got young forest bears. That's the bit that we're looking for. So we want to be heading north anyway. Everything that we're going to want is north. So we don't need to worry about these. And We nearly run out of time. We do have time to do these quests, I think. Oh, where is Guard Thomas? Travel north up the river and search for the 2 lost guards. James Clark's head. Where is James Clark? Oh, he's over there. So, number 3... Oh, that's the bounty on the murlocs. The murlocs are down there, but I think the murlocs are also up here. Up around that part. Find the lost guards. And, yeah. So, well, we've got ore down here, so we'll run to this. And then, oh, that the other quest that is over there that you can see, that's something we don't need to worry about. That's the call sending us to Westfall. There's some murloc huts down the bottom. Where's this ore? That's a good point. Where is it? I just came over here to grab it. It should have been really, really easy. It's stuck inside the middle of here, isn't it? Oh, there it is. Right, well, that was simple enough, I guess. So, that guy's head. We need to find that guy. And I'm going to ignore the murlocs down there because it's actually easier to... there are murlocs to the north and we can just get the ones up there instead. So, if I could come over here... And I'll just hit him with that one. And then I come over this side. And I'll wallop him with the weapon like that. And then you just back up a little bit. Now I can wallop the shield. It bounced between the 2 of them. And they're both just about out. That's so awesome. This is what I mean about protection. Protection is absolutely brilliant. I'm sure that Retribution Paladin is also absolutely brilliant. But I've always felt that since I switched over to... I one-shotted it. Oh, what level are these creatures? What level are they anyway? That's a level 10 and I'm a level 10. And I'm one-shotting these creatures. That is brilliant. We are very, very powerful. I mean, that one there, the standard ability that we've got doesn't seem to do a great deal, but I think that is the one that is based... This one here just deals damage, and that one hurls your shield and deals a set amount of damage. This one hammers the target... I think the 34, I think that is because our actual weapon is quite low in power. And I think that is to do with it. I think it's because of the fact that our weapon is not very good. So if our weapon improved, then the Hammer of the Righteous ability should technically improve as well. At least that's what I'm hoping. Right. We've got one guy over here. This is James Clark. So I'm thinking that James Clark, yes, he's wanted in there. So he is in there. We've got another quest over here. Sarah Timberlane. The thugs in Elwyn wear linen, which I can use to make fine linen goods. Bring me some linen scraps, and I'll use them to fashion something for you. You'll find those lawless criminals in pockets across Elwyn Forest. Nice. We get a red linen shirt.
Farewell.
Very stylish, those are. I remember getting that quest. Right, there's more quests down there that we could go and get. Let's just get James Clark first. Throw the shield at him like that, and he can come outside. Face us. Face us like a man. Stun him now, and now I can just sit here and hammer him to death before he wakes up. This paladin is so cool. I love it. We have another quest. This note is a schedule with a list of days and times when a person, described only as the Collector, will receive a shipment of gold from the mines in Elwyn Forest. From the schedule, it looks as if the Collector resides near the Brackwell Pumpkin Patch in Eastern Elwyn. This sounds important. You should report it to Marshal McCree at Eastvale Logging Camp. Right. We've got quests over here. I think if we get these, then we do all of these quests all at once. And at the moment, we're looking at... We've done for about half an hour, so I'm thinking that we should hopefully have time to do all of these and then we can finish. Right, I've got a real problem on my hands. I have a deadline looming for an order of lumber and I'm running out of time. The wolves and bears north of here have chased my workers away from the bundles of wood they've already chopped. I've already talked to Deputy Rayner about clearing the animals, but I need someone to go collect the wood for me. If you could collect 8 bundles of wood for me, I might just make my deadline.
Safe travels.
Okay, there's that one. So then we'll speak to Marshal McCree.
What can I do for you?
Oh, we can turn in the James Clark one. Turning in a bounty? Yes, I am. And justice is served. Simple as that. We're level 11 already. We're leveling up so quickly. The Collector. What? We haven't had our people working the Elwyn mine for months. Let me see the notes you have. I've heard of this Collector, but I don't know whom he's working for. Thank you for the schedule. It will help us solve this mystery. If the Collector is taking gold from our mines and he's stealing from the kingdom, bring the Collector to justice and bring me the ring you mentioned in the pickup schedule they gave me. It may tell us whom the Collector is working for. That pickup schedule says the Collector is hiding out at the Brackwell Pumpkin Patch. You should search for him there.
For the Alliance.
Right, we don't want the Hero's Call, and the Griffin Master, we've already got that flight point. Or we should have. Yeah, we have. So we want to go and get the bundles of wood. I'm going to try and do this now because the bundles of wood is quite easy. We can get the wolves while we're doing it, and then we're heading towards the murlocs, and we can kill a load of murlocs, and we can find those 2 lost guards, and that should be everything. It's only the hero's call one that we don't want to get involved with. So if I hit that one there, and then I'm going to wait, and I'm going to bring this one over here with my weapon like that. That one will come over, and then I can hit both of them with the shield, and I can take that one out. So easy. It really is. It's so easy. Can't use a dagger with a paladin. You can only use the other one-handed weapons. A dagger apparently is not admirable enough. That's the one thing with the paladin. They're very righteous. Sometimes I've found the quest chains for the paladin, for the absolute noble purity of them, to be a little bit tiresome the way that it does go on. It doesn't suit my playstyle all that well. However, they are still a huge amount of fun to play. For backstory, I like warriors. Warriors are a lot more... They're a lot less compromised. Well, it's not... They're not compromising. They're a lot more straightforward. A warrior just goes in and beats them. You just go in and lay a beat down. That's what you do with a warrior. Whereas a paladin is all about the noble, righteous light and the rest of it. And that is well and good, but it's kind of... My favourite character is the warlock. The warlock is potentially seriously endangering its eternal soul by using all kinds of dark, fell magics to sort of go for the greater good. It's not getting hung up on the morality of the situation. Whereas a paladin is very much all about pure morals at all times. And it's that... I'm just going to leave the ore, I think, for today. It's that kind of thing that... I mean, I like it, but it doesn't appeal to me hugely. Not as much as some other styles of play do. But anyway, that doesn't really matter, because there's a big pile of corpse or something there. Now, if I go here, murlocs are evil. Just remember, murlocs are evil. They are always evil. And you can come out of there. Why aren't you moving? I was hoping that one would have moved. Get both of those. That one's running away now. That's another thing they do. They're absolutely cowardly. They keep running away. Right, he's evading. That's always a big problem. If I can get close enough that I can hit him without him evading. If they're evading, you basically go and stand right on top of them, and you can sometimes get it to work properly, and you'll be okay. Right, there's that one done. We've got torn murloc fins. Okay, murloc fins are not going to be giving themselves up very easily. Murloc forager over there. What else was I saying? I'm sure I had something important to say. Yeah, something I was saying. It was really important. I can't remember what it is. But yeah, the Paladin is hugely fun to play. I mean, I absolutely love the whole play style of it. But like I said, it's kind of the background story to it is not as entertaining to me as some of the other stories. But yeah, there we go. Right. Murlocs used to be a lot more difficult. They had one of the biggest aggro ranges of any creature, and on top of that, you also had to deal with the fact that they run away a lot sooner than a lot of others do, as well as the fact that they would just take... Yeah, they were quite difficult to take down. So, Murlocs, all told, were extremely difficult. You had a lot of trouble when you were trying to deal with Murlocs. Right, we've got all of the wolves. We need 2 young bears. We've got the linen scraps there down the bottom at the house. We'll have to leave that until next time, I think, because we are getting to the point where I'm going to have to draw this to a close. We've got a set of remains here. Although much has been stripped from the corpse, strewn nearby is a medallion with the words Footman Malachi Stone etched upon it. Upon further searching the area, you find web footprints leading east along the shore of Stone-Caird Lake. In a distance to the east, you can barely see a Murloc village. Perhaps Rolf's fate ended there. Maybe it did. I suspect it did, because we just seen those remains on the ground. It's just that you had to do this bit first. So we go back over there, and we can get the bit that we need from the remains of Rolf. and hopefully kill a few more murlocs. We've only got one torn murloc fin at the moment, though, so it might be worth us heading south and going to the village down there rather than this one here by the lake. And there's the remains for him. Fine linen goods is over in the middle there, but we can deal with those down by the farm, where we also have that other quest that we want to get to. Let's just kill him. I'm saving my shield. And one more there. There we go. That one's out. There's another murloc fin. Foragers and lurkers. Yes, they all have the fins. We've just got to go and gather them up. So all you do is you just go around them like this. There's another one over there. Throw my... actually, that's not a shield. I'm just throwing something else at that one. And I've got 4 of them here now. So now we can start... Oh, no, I wasted my shield. What a complete and utter waste. I've got 11-second cooldown on that. So now I need my flash of light. I need to heal up because now things are starting to get dicey. You've really got to be careful. What I should do is I should go for one of these here like that and stun him. Then I can go back to that one and I can get rid of him. Then I can move to him and I can put the shield on both of them. And I've just got one left. And I can work through that one with the last of the abilities that I've got still running on the cooldown. We've done it. A big pile of them. Nothing like a big pile of bodies to keep you going, is there? Right. There's that one. You will just make sure that you're angry so that you stay with us. And we've got this one here, and we've got one over there. I've got a murloc forager away in the distance. I'm going to leave him go and run the shield. Now, the shield has gone through all of them. It's just this one left. There. That was nice and easy. Still no torn murlocs. They're a really low drop rate they are, aren't they? So we'll get this quest, and we will have to finish this one another time. We don't have enough. You found, around the neck of the corpse, a... metal medallion inscribed with the words Footman Rolf Hartford. Complete quest. Now you have both medallions. Deliver them to Guard Thomas at the bridge so that he might know the fate of his murdered guards. Okay, Guard Thomas, we're going to have some bad news for you, I'm afraid. So let's just get that one agitated and get those 2 agitated as well. And then we can run the shield between the 3 of them. We can kill that one, and then the next one should go. There it goes. And then this one, I'll stun him so he doesn't run away. Oops, that one. And now I can hack him down. It's finished there. Easy. We're definitely going to be moving to a higher level zone. Right, we've got 5 of 8 there. We need 2 young forest bears. If there are forest bears just here, we could get those. Actually, you know, we're gonna come back because we can turn in every single one of these quests next time. There's a forest bear. Okay, I said we're going to come back. We are going to come back. But we're going to grab that forest bear very quickly. Because I always remember the forest bears being difficult ones to find. There we go. Right. If you enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. I am going to hearth back to the inn. And we'll wait down. We can come back up here on the flight point. Turn in a couple of the quests. And we can... Actually, I might actually start off next time... having flown up here. I won't turn the quests in, but I will just come over here so that we're near the pumpkin patch and we can start from there. But right now, I will half back. So, yeah. If there's anything in particular you'd like to see me try while we're running through this play series, then head in the comment section and let me know. But otherwise, I'm going to finish playing Elwyn Forest. We're on level 11 at the moment, which means that... Well, Duskwood is 20. So I'm thinking at level 18, we will try to hit Duskwood. I think that 2 levels below, we should start being able to get the quests, which means as soon as we hit 18, we'll go to Duskwood. So Red Ridge is where we're going to sort of hang around after we've done our bit in Elwyn, up until then. But anyway, until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.